Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra June 11, 2022. Today's moon keeps you from blending in with the background. However, differences and problem areas are in strong focus early today, and it may not be easy to see around them temporarily. You may need to get something off your chest. You are inclined to go your own way, but you also seek acknowledgement from others, which is complicated. As the day advances, it's easier to enjoy the benefits of the moon in your sign. You're absorbing a lot, and your mind is open. It's quite straightforward to resolve problems as you see the bigger picture. You might thoroughly enjoy putting more thought and care into a special goal, relationship, or project. Stay centered. You're often recognized for your justice-seeking personality, but this is easier said than done when passions are running high. Have you been purposely avoiding confrontation? Despite having the moon in your sign today, bringing you closer to your innermost feelings, Luna will directly oppose Mars and the wounded healer, Chiron, via your harmony-seeking 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others. Single, crushing, or already romantically involved, your innate ability to keep the peace will be especially significant at this time, so don't lose your balance. If you're being confronted by a lover, be honest and hold space for their side of the story. How do you feel about your professional obligations and relationships? Since the moon in your sign is opposing Mars and Chiron in Aries, you may feel surprisingly frustrated with your professional commitments. Maybe an obligation is not fleshing out as you had intended, especially if an agreement goes sideways. You may feel annoyed when working with certain people. Some of your colleagues, or clients, could trigger you during your workday. But instead of getting pressed, you could use these oppositions to hold a professional confrontation to address any issues. A financial windfall might open new doors for you, and you might be considering making some major changes in your life. You might think about moving to a nicer home. Romance is definitely on your mind, and if you aren't already involved in a domestic situation, you might consider it seriously right now. Change can be frightening, but these changes are good. Don't hesitate. There is a world out there waiting to be discovered. Your increased dynamism will spur other people into joining in. Be flexible and spontaneous, maybe traveling to a new town or on a short journey. Rediscovering your own local area can also be very inspiring, and even more enjoyable in the company of others. It's vital that you keep to yourself as much as you can today, or at least stick with your best friends. It's not like anyone is out to get you, but you're just not at your peak socially. You feel independent, open to fresh experiences. Don't be rushed too quickly into anything, even if you've a real opportunity to get to know someone new and interesting. Irrespective of whether you fall hopelessly in love or have a set plan, your love life is evolving in new ways. Try to make them the best. You have energy to burn, and you intend to do so. Call up friends to join you in the park for some cycling or rollerblading. Or set up a round-robin tennis match for the afternoon. Enjoy your day outdoors, but take care not to push yourself too hard. If you strain muscles today, it could be weeks before you're fully healed. If you pace yourself and take plenty of water breaks, then you will enjoy the day with no repercussions. Throughout this day you will find many chances to further develop those healthy business and personal relationships. Be cautious about wearing your heart on your sleeve, though. While you may prefer to always look for the good in everyone, they might see the chance to prey on your sentimentality. Try to plan some one-on-one time with that special person in your life this evening. Make a date to spend some quiet time together, if possible. Keep all that you engage in today simple and straightforward. As Mercury moves into his last weekend and Venus her final 12 days in your financial sector, they both moved into some empowered and defining few days. For Venus, it is an alignment with Uranus that could trigger some unexpected, serendipitous or eureka moments, while for Mercury, a friendly aspect to Pluto is a repeat, with his smart head for money coming with additional confidence and hindsight. This is helping to put money matters into perspective. Before leaving Libra today, the moon will form a friendly aspect to Saturn, in his early days in retrograde motion in your romantic sector. This caps off a visit that has put a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test, with a boost in romantic confidence and nostalgia helping to put things in perspective. Our eyes in the sky. Deliberate, leisurely Taurus is at work influencing some pretty weighty planetary bodies today, including the emotional North Node, communicative Mercury, money goddess Venus, revolutionary Uranus, and strategic asteroid Pallas, so there's no real rush to do much of anything. This isn't a lazy day per se, but it's a time to slow down the pace and reflect with very careful consideration before making your next major move. The future is in focus now, and the bull's steady background energy is beneficial for each of these planetary bodies that are receiving its slow-paced vibes. Getting what we desire and deserve, aka the best things in life, whatever that means to you, is at the forefront, but there's absolutely no rush. Do you want a more satisfying love life? More money? Job security? Loyalty from the people you care most about? These things are attainable in the future, says today's persevering planetary focus, as long as you're willing to be patient. Finding your footing might be hard if you're struggling to fully embrace a new philosophy and belief. If you keep your mind open, you can dive into the spirited energy. This means that you could share confidential information and ruin this morning's positive vibe. Think before you express yourself to avoid unnecessary drama. And don't accidentally spill the beans about a situation you are seeing from the sidelines and know little about. That way, you can avoid accidentally stirring the pot and stay out of the drama. In the morning, the Libra moon opposes Mars in Aries, giving us a fighting spirit. We air grievances, assigning blame to those who have not been able to facilitate our desires or support us in the same way we have supported them. However, the Libra moon often finds us slipping into self-negation, where we willingly sacrifice too many of our personal needs. We cannot, in hindsight, be angry that our unsolicited sacrifices have gone unappreciated. Our partners or friends cannot read our minds. We are likely angry at ourselves now, and our aggressions are being levied inappropriately. Instead of becoming hostile, take responsibility for your desires, and make your needs clear while reframing criticisms as my problems instead of your problems. After noon, the moon opposes Chiron in Aries, continuing the day's sensitivities. While this aspect stimulates past pain points, it can also be one of self-forgiveness and forgiveness of others. We have a greater than usual capacity for relating to others' insecurities. This means that harsh words spoken earlier in the day can be reassessed, paving the way for a future apology. We'll come to realize that even though our interactions feel personal, not everything is about us.